Good afternoon, guys. Yep, third video today. This one's kind of important that we need to pay attention to. A couple of reasons I'm going to go into. If you have heard, seen, or whatever, we all know about the lockdowns and everything that have been going on for a couple of weeks in Shanghai for, their zero policy over there. Well, apparently it's getting worse, and that this is now potentially coming into Beijing. Now, this gets a little concerning because coming out of the Global Times today, panic shopping has been reported in Chaoyang province, which is where Beijing is, okay? Saying markets are experiencing a temporary shortage of fresh vegetables. Now, you look at what's been going on in Shanghai, and these people have been locked up in their apartments for weeks on end without food or anything of the sort. So, how does this affect us? Well, it could affect us in a couple of ways, all right? And I want to give you this one first. Remember months back that I had mentioned that there was a hemorrhagic fever going around in China, and it didn't come out. We didn't hear anything about it. Don't you find it very, very strange that they're locking down cities of 25 million people? Beijing's got 17 million people. But the rest of the world doesn't seem to be having any of these crazy outbreaks. Now, could that be because they had their zero policy and there was no natural immunity? Because people didn't mix together? Sure, that's a possibility, okay? But not the only thing that it could be. We could have something else that's a lot more dangerous. I'm speculating that could be spreading around there. Now, the other side of things I'm going to say is this. How convenient that 6 months ahead of the midterms, something like this is coming out in the open. Gee, do we see lockdowns, masks? Oh my God, we've got to close all the businesses again before November. The stage is set. Even if nothing comes here, we all know how well the American population will be panicked to believing anything a little dwarf will tell them. What happens at that point? Oh, we need to change all the laws regarding the first Tuesday of November. Go to your mailbox. We'll send somebody to your house to pick up your paperwork, whatever it would be. Do you see where I'm going with this? And obviously being somewhat careful. Okay. Any way, shape, or form, this can get very worrisome for those of us on the other side of the world. Could it be something worse than variant number 92? Yep. Could it be something political? Yup. Could it strictly be to whip the people into shape, saying, obey, 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 and the current administration says, you know what? Good way to do it. Obey, obey, obey. But more importantly, or most importantly as well, for what the absolute certainty effect is now we talk about a complete stoppage of supply chain. Talked about a couple of times, mentioned it this morning or yesterday, the Monkey Works video with all the ships out waiting to dock near Shanghai. All right, now you get into the capital city of China and shut that down. 25 million in Shanghai, 17 million in Beijing. There's many other cities that they're talking about, but there's 42 million people who all of a sudden can't go to work, can't go anywhere, can't get on the assembly line for 12 cents a day and make your iPhones and your sewing needles and your counterfeit ball lids and everything. So what's going to happen? We are going to see a lot of shortages. This isn't something that's going to affect food. This is affecting food for them. All right. And there's already, like I said, stories on grocery store runs and everything like that, panic shopping, hoarders, whatever, because Chinese ain't exactly preppers because they've been trained since, second one of being born, the government will take care of you. The government will take care of you. Unfortunately, for the last 30 years, we've been training U.S. citizens the same way. And so now we have, a generation or two going, the government will take care of me. The government will take care of me. Sorry, not going to happen. So this kind of goes back into what I was saying yesterday or was it this morning? I don't know if the days run together anymore at this time of year. Get those things, especially that aren't made in any other country other than China. Take a look at those things. Like I said in the video, if you buy light bulbs, we never go to the store and buy one light bulb. Gee, honey, the light's out. Go get a light bulb. No, you go buy an 8-pack or whatever and you stick it in the drawer, and the next 7 times the light bulb's out, you've got one. Things like that to look at that you need to be stocking up on. I know it doesn't sound like, prepper stuff, but yeah, stuff like that is going to be important. If this is a long haul thing, there's many things over the course of history that haven't been available for long periods of time. Go back to World War II. There's a famous picture of, I forget which actress it was, selling the bumper off of her car because metal was needed for the war effort. We still haven't got that far, guys, if China goes into Taiwan or anything like that. But the Chinese are now starting to get desperate. I told you this morning about the stock market in China going down 5% a day. Now we're looking at a lockdown of, another major city. We're talking about another country that is coming to a complete standstill. We know what that did to our economy. Now do it to an economy that's got 6 times as many people, and 2/3 of the world gets most of their products from. That's what's going on. That's what you need to pay attention to. Have a good afternoon. Pinball out.